As you know, I'm George Seiler, the Superintendent and High School Principal of the New Underwood School District. I wanted to take some time to talk with two students who are part of the One Act Play that has made it to the state competition on February 1st to the 3rd in Brandon at the high school. At this time, I will have our two students introduce themselves and share a little bit about them.
My name's Grace Brose. I'm a junior here at New Underwood, and I've been in drama for 3 years now, I think.
I'm Reagan Luthi. I'm a senior at New Underwood. I think I've been in plays since I was in like 6th grade. I enjoy them a lot.
Thank you. This next question is for Grace. What is the name of the One Act Play, and please explain what the play is about?
So our play is called Genre, and it's a play on Goldilocks and the Three Bears, but it's supposed to be a comedy, so the funny part is that every scene the story switches genres. So it starts out with the original story, which is a fantasy, and then it changes to a comedy, a drama. It just goes all over the place, so it's really fun to perform and fun to watch, I think.
Thank you for that. Reagan, could you explain how you qualified for the state competition?
There's multiple ways. So you have to have a time limit. It has to be about like 45 minutes. It's how you present the play, like how animated we were, and if they could hear us from all the way in the back row, if we caught the eye of the audience, of the judges, if we got them like into it, got them involved. And
Thank you. Every morning when I come in, I see your play down in the little gym practicing. Grace, could you explain what goes into preparing for the competition?
Yeah, so there's a lot that goes into it because we practice for, I think, like 3 months or something like that,
Yeah.
like a long time. And everybody has to memorize all their lines, but it's not only just lines because obviously if we were just running through lines, we wouldn't make it very far in the competition. So you have to also like make your lines kind of come to life. So we practice every morning before school, and we also have a lot of preparation that we have to do with kind of getting to know your character and what how your character would respond to things, and then we have to find props and figure out how we're going to set them up, and just really it just takes a lot of practice and a lot of rehearsal.
Thank you for that. The next question is for both of you, and we'll start off with Reagan. What made you want to get into acting?
when we get into acting is because I could be somebody else on stage. I could portray someone else. I could be a total different person on stage, and I didn't have to be shy. I didn't have to be embarrassed because I wasn't me. I was somebody else, and I felt so at home on that stage. Then rather doing a speech, I kind of get really shy, but when I'm on stage, I'm a different person. I'm loud, I'm funny, I'm so many things I never thought I was.
Grace?
I guess my story isn't really as awesome as that, but I didn't really have a choice whether or not to get into drama, because when I was in 8th grade, there was 8 kids in my class, and the other 7 were all in the play, so I would have looked pretty funny sitting in the audience. So I decided that I would audition, and I ended up getting the lead part, and I had a lot of fun with it, even though I never thought that I would. And so ever since then, I've just been doing it ever since, been loving it ever since.
Thank you for your experiences. In plays, we often see the actors and actresses. What are some of the other roles that students can participate in with drama without having to act, Reagan?
Oh, there's many things. We need lights, we need sound. We want to have, like at regional, if Jaden and JB wasn't there to do our lights and sound, we wouldn't have any like effect. Like in our horror scene, lights have to flicker, and we can't do that on stage, so we have to do it in the back for us. And they're called the techies. In bigger schools, they have people that get your clothes together, get everything set up in the back for you to grab. They do so much for us. They're a big part of the play.
Absolutely. So not only did the play make it to state, but you guys had some individual success as well. You had nominations for Distinguished Actors or Actresses Awards. Who are the students that received the Distinguished Actor, Actress Awards, and how do you go about receiving this honor?
So the way it works is after you perform, if you are nominated by one of the judges for a Distinguished Actor Award, and 2 judges agree that you should get that award, then you get that award. So we were very successful this year. We had 5 out of 6 get the Distinguished Actor Award, and we had 4 out of those 5 get all 3 votes from the judges. So Reagan and I both got the award, and Taylin, Caleb, and Carrington also did.
Excellent. Reagan, what are some strategies that you use to get into character when acting?
When acting, when I read my script, I never read it as myself reading it. Like any other book or any other character, I think of what they might do, how they might think. Sometimes I'll look up videos of, there's a play on there, I'll look up and see how they did it and how I could work my way into it. But I always think of how, like, so I'm the narrator, and so I'm kind of a butler in a way to the princess. And so I think, how would I read off her? How would I read off them? How would I move my body to sound more like sophisticated? But I'm never me when I'm doing it. I'm always that person that's in the play.
Thank you for that. The final question is for both of you again, and we'll start with Grace. What advice would you have for students in acting and in school?
I would say just go for it, because like I said earlier, I never thought, I used to make fun of the kids that were in drama. I was like, because we had a choice to either take an extra PE class or be in the play, so I was like, why would you be at the play? Like, that's ridiculous. But after I did it, I actually really, really loved it. And so I think that a lot of people, if they tried it, they would really like it. And it's a great opportunity to, like, hang out with people that you might not normally hang out with. And you really become really close. And it's a lot of fun, and it gets you out of your comfort zone. So I think both in school and in acting and in life, I just say get out of your comfort zone, try something you wouldn't normally try, because you might surprise yourself.
Mine's kind of the same thing as Grace. Like, for the longest time, I was so shy. I didn't really talk to anyone. I didn't like getting out of my comfort zone. I liked being in mine. But once I stepped on that stage, I felt like a total different person. I was no longer shy. And it started coming out in school. I started hanging out with more people, doing more in class, getting more involved. I was just trying new things. I wasn't getting scared to take the next step. It's kind of like with food. You don't know unless you try it. You can't say you don't like it unless you do it. But my advice is definitely try it. Try something new. Don't be scared just because you think you might suck at it. You think you might not be good. You don't know unless you try it.
Thank you both for your time today. Good luck in your competition next week, or break a leg, as they say in the acting field. And as always, go Tigers.